Hello and welcome to another video by myself, Ryan McIntyre. I am a muscle building online coach and I work with all types of people, mainly men aged between 20 and 30 who are looking to build sufficient muscle. Today we are going to be looking at a little bit more of a topic for the type of season. But this is going to be how to stay motivated during the winter season in the gym. Because I feel like a lot of people, especially my clients at the moment, have been saying that they struggle with motivation. They feel like, especially in the winter season, they struggle to get out of their bed in the morning. And also just getting to the gym and just doing exercise in general, just because it's so cold outside. So in this video, I'll be giving practical tips of how to basically stay motivated, stay disciplined, because motivation will come and go, but building that discipline will be the most important thing overall. So again, it'll be very short, but I just want to cover a couple practical tips to help you basically beat the winter season, because right now, the day of recording this is the 9th of November. I don't know when you'll be seeing this or hearing this or watching a clip, but here we go. So, who am I to speak on this topic? It's important to say that I actually started my fitness journey in late September 2022. So I actually started my fitness journey end of summer going into winter. So again, probably the worst time to start, or maybe the best time to start overall, because it's got me to where I am today with my training. Maybe if I started in summer, I might have not had the same motivation. So I know exactly what it's like to wake up unmotivated in the cold, dark mornings, just wanting to wait until New Year hits like everybody else, because then you have that kind of change, the mentality. You can go with every single other person, do it yourself, or you can start now and fight to get the results, although it's going to be very difficult. So the goal for someone like me is to help you watching this stay motivated and build up sufficient muscle to earn a well-deserved Christmas break, because no one really wants to start now, because they realize that they feel like that the Christmas break, the New Year's, the drinking will basically ruin all their progress. However, this is going to allow you to have a completely stress-free Christmas and New Year's, not having to worry about how you're going to start in the new year or what you are going to do to basically stick to it this year that you've been telling yourself you're going to stick to for the last 3-4 years. I promise to give you practical tips by the end of the video to help you stay on track. So, my goal is that I aim to create fitness content easy to consume while also documenting my journey. I say this in every video, but I'm learning as I go along, so please use what's helpful and forget the rest. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Ryan McIntyre Coaching for these free videos I post weekly, where you can learn something new every single week. And who knows, one of these tips, if you learn to implement these, then could change your life. You never really know. And to help you not make the same mistakes as me, a lot of people struggle with going to the gym, especially during this winter season. So if you want that extra help, send a DM to my Instagram at Ryan McIntyre Coaching. There's a secret word that you can DM me on Instagram, so I know that you watched this video all the way through. And if you DM that secret word, you will actually get a special offer on my coaching, where you can save a ton of money for helping support the channel, the Instagram, the podcast. But you can stay to the end, and not only will you get an offer on the coaching, but you also have a conversation about your situation to see if or how I can help. And I would love to help you to create a free muscle building blueprint, which you can go and implement today without paying a single penny. Other than that, let's jump in. So, what actually are the challenges for going to the gym in winter? Because a lot of people think, oh, just go up and get to the gym. Like, it's not that difficult, it's not that deep. Obviously, we're going to say that from a perspective of already built up that habit of going to the gym. But during the winter, many people will either be waking up later or waking up at the same time in a darker room, just wanting to relax and avoid any challenges, because we're lazy people. If there's no sun outside, we don't want to go outside. The lack of sunlight affects people's moods heavily and motivation to go to the gym because they don't have something like this right here. Vitamin D. Well, you can't really see that, but the impact of mood is extremely important to build initial discipline. If you try to go to the gym and your mood is terrible, you're just not going to enjoy a single bit. Even if you feel like exercise will boost your mood, if you go in there with a bad mood, a bad frame of mind, that will not change anything. So my practical tip is to invest in a vitamin D supplement this winter. Try it out. You can get one from pretty much any kind of supermarket shop, Tesco's, Sainsbury's. Again, I've got mine off a supplement company, which I think you just seen was My Protein. Again, any sort of one works. They're very cheap and they can make a whole difference in improving your mood. During the winter season, this for people that are struggling with muscle building, you could also have an appetite reduction. As people go out less for meals, since it just obviously gets darker earlier, people are not going to go out as much. And to combat the lack of hunger, the best thing I can say is obviously avoid caffeine, where it's going to keep you dehydrated. It's also going to keep you fuller for longer just because it has that natural suppressant effect, especially if it's a fizzy drink or a fizzy beverage, as that will kind of sit in the stomach. So I would aim to actually have liquid calorie shakes where you can make a protein shake out of milk, oats, banana, frozen fruit, all of that combined, even like peanut butter as well, just to add up the calories. And that will be the easiest calories that you could ever drink, and it would help you maximize muscle building in this season. If you're anything like me, who started off the gym skinny, you're going to need to utilize this as much as you can, mostly because it is very difficult to get in calories, especially this time of year. So, main thing is, we are going to, if you're starting the gym, or even just if you are initially going into this winter season, you want to set a clear and realistic goal. So firstly, let's look to set yourself a 12-week goal, as this is quantifiable. Well, that is quantifiable, sorry. So we are going to look to set a goal basically that we can measure. So let's say in 12 weeks we want to gain 5 kg. Obviously, majority of that we want that to be muscle. Again, just 5 kg on the scales. I know it's scale weight is not ideal, but once you have that in mind, you can actually start to work backwards about how much progress you need to make on a weekly basis. So 5 kg in 12 weeks, would be about half a kg a week. Again, 1 week your weight might be stagnant, which is good. So if we're looking to build up half a kg a week, we're going to weigh ourselves every single day. Take the weekly average. Again, you can kind of calculate that pretty easily. And basically, when you have that, you can understand how much progress you are making and how fast you want to be making it. And that, by making sure that's all muscle, you want to be tracking your workouts, so the sets and reps you complete. Make sure you're either increasing your reps or the weights on the bar to ensure that the weight you are gaining is actually muscle and not fat. Because again, if you are in a calorie surplus and you are not training or training intensely, it will be majority fat. So make sure that you are tracking your weights. So many people that go to the gym and they just don't track any lifts at all or have any measurements. They just go to be healthy, which is perfectly fine. But if you want to build sufficient muscle and keep that muscle and also keep building that muscle, again, you can go to the gym first 2-3 months, you can build a ton of muscle because your body's not used to it yet. But once you've hit that kind of stagnant point, that's when you need to start tracking your workouts and really kind of thinking, oh, I did this last week, let's aim to do this. And if I can get this, that is just a small win, but small wins over a certain amount of time. Again, like I always say, 1% gains, they add up so much over months, years, decades, and you'll be extremely happy with progress. Also keeps you motivated by seeing these small wins as well. Remember that slow gain will be psychologically beneficial. Seeing small wins will keep you going through difficult workouts. And like I say always, what gets tracked, gets measured, also gets seen as well. So if you are tracking everything, that's more ways that you are able to see wins in your fitness journey. If you have no tracking, you have no idea if you're getting better, but every single thing that you track, also data over drama. So you can easily just be like, you can feel like you're making no progress, but look at the data, and it won't lie. Like, it won't lie if you're making progress in the gym. It won't lie if you are going up on the scale. That is the best way where you're going to see wins and also find progress. So, how to make the gym sustainable in the winter. So, change your summer workouts into winter workouts. If you're somebody who likes going for a run outside, try on the treadmill where it's going to be a lot warmer and more appealing to you. The best thing to make things sustainable is to adapt and make the gym something easy to do. So the equation of discipline is obviously how much you want the goal, how easy it is to get the goal, and also the sacrifices of time that you also, basically what you have to sacrifice to get that goal. So if you're going to the gym, you're sacrificing an hour or two of your day. That was a bad voice crack there. But you are also, does that outweigh the positives of actually the results? So let's say you have to go to the gym an hour or two every single day for 5 days a week for 2-3 years of your life to get jacked. Is that, like, are you willing to make that sacrifice? Is basically what I'm asking you here today. Look to train first thing in the morning where there's daylight, as this is going to be where you're going to be most motivated. Going to the gym at night after the day is finished is very difficult for people who are training in their first winter season. Again, if you've been training for a year or two and you go to the gym at night past 6 p.m, then it's perfectly fine because you're going to do it. You've built up the routine. But I would say first thing in the morning, before you've done anything else, get that done, get the hard thing done. As people always like to say, eat the frog, get the hardest thing done in the day first. For me, it might be doing like lead generation on Instagram, responding to people, like creating them workout programs. For me, the gym is no longer an eat the frog task. Again, you want to adapt this, make it hard for you. Instead of taking a rest day when you feel like it, a lot of people do this as well. Always follow a plan. So the main thing is not to just freestyle it. Look to have a rest day every 3-4 workout days to allow you to rest and go again. I get some days you feel like you don't want the rest day, but if you keep going without that rest day, then the moment you take one you'll feel bad. But if you have a structured rest day, then you will not get sick of the gym and tired of the gym. You'll actually enjoy it, and it will make you enjoy it even more. If you take those breaks from it, then it makes you enjoy the thing even more. Associate yourself with the athlete lifestyle, with the athlete vision. What do I actually mean by this? So, the best way to associate yourself with an athlete is to create an environment where you feel like you're going to be an athlete. So, what I like to do is I have a gym playlist to increase motivation. So a playlist where you can put on and instantly get in the mood, get fired up, ready to go. Listen to fitness podcasts as well to increase your knowledge and understanding of tips and tricks to stay motivated. Invest in some gym clothes, shaker, anything that makes you believe that you're going to be an athlete, and something where you can identify with a culture. This is exactly why brands like Gymshark and Young LA have such a big following and brand, is because they have this culture where when you buy the clothes you associate yourself with somebody who goes to the gym. Like, you see so many people that would wear Gymshark leggings, Gymshark top, but they've never been in the gym before because they want to associate with themselves as somebody who is healthy, as somebody who goes to the gym and takes care of themselves. So if you're investing in that gym clothes, the gym gear, then you're wanting to basically adapt. It's like, obviously you can't see them behind me, but I recently bought some running shoes. I wanted to associate myself with a runner, get into that running lifestyle. So I bought the running shoes strictly just for running, and now I go for a run about twice a week, which is more than I did in the past like 2 years or so. So that's ideal. The best way to do this is to find somebody who has already built the habit, get some tips off them, especially for the workouts where you can't be bothered. you're turning up, you're not just turning up for yourself, where you can easily just shut yourself down, you are turning up for somebody else as well, which is the main important thing here, is that if you don't turn up, you are hindering them. You feel bad because you're not showing up for the person you said you were. So try different routines by adding supersets, slower eccentric, etc, etc. So just changing up the way you lift the weights compared to your summer workouts. Make it more fun. If you're going to do the same thing day in, day out, you're just going to get bored, just because we as humans, we want to create novelty, we want to create something new, we want to do something different every day, but still keep it the same, if you know what I mean. Because if we keep changing it, we won't make any progress, because we'll be doing different exercises every single day. But we also want to create novelty, so it's like, oh, this is cool, and then we're going to adapt from there. That's the best way I can explain it. So here's some things that you need to do to see good progress in the winter season. Although I have said to kind of bulk up with shakes with as much calories as we can because the appetite is reduced. However, the most important thing is to eat the right foods 80% of the time. This should be healthy and nutritious foods where you're going to get one ingredient, so you know, like your oats, your potatoes, your sweet potatoes, anything that when you look at the back of the ingredients list, it doesn't even have an ingredients list because it is just one ingredient. So when you pick up oats, you look for the ingredient list, there's no ingredient list because it's only oats, that's a good food. Or potatoes, or sweet potatoes, or chicken, mince, any of those foods that have no ingredient list, that's a good sign. And obviously, to help you get calories during this winter season, 20% of those foods can be unhealthy to help you get into that calorie surplus. Because if you have to eat 3,000 calories of just chicken, mince, rice, pasta, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to get that. Just because of, especially if you're me, where you're naturally skinny, high metabolism, it is so difficult to eat a lot of food and not feel bloated all the time. So look to eat nuts, olive oil, chicken thighs, high-fat mince, Greek yogurt, oats. And again, like I said, you can create a lot of protein shakes or liquid calories like milk, as this will be the easiest to consume and also a lot less damaging on the stomach as well. So look to get steps in after every meal, helps with digestion, especially when you're eating a lot more food for surplus, for muscle growth. You're going to want to go for a walk, even just 5-10 minutes, just let the body kind of digest the food. And look to have your most dense meals around your workouts to maximize strength and also muscle recovery when you're going to be before the workout, to kind of have an energy boost with carbs and sugar to have that kind of pump in the gym, have that energy, be able to lift some heavy weights, but also after, where your muscles are then broken down. Obviously the glycogen stores need to be replenished, so you want to have a balanced meal of obviously carbs, proteins, fats. So you want to have the most balanced meals, the most nutritious ones around your workout, and then a little bit more unhealthy meals you can have later on in the day, where it's going to be a lot less. It's still going to be beneficial for muscle growth, or like if you were to have something nutritious, it just won't be as much as the, obviously meal timing is quite important as well. But that will allow you extra energy to have your workouts, and that's the most important thing. So embrace the mental philosophy I put a post out the other day, and it was that you know the how, you know your why, you want to get in shape, you know how to get in shape, but it's your mental philosophy that is not basically, which is preventing you from being in shape, because you know exactly what to do. It's just getting to the gym and getting it done, and actually realizing that how much value this actually has. People don't realize the value. If I told you go to the gym every single day for the next year and I will give you £1 million, you would do it, just because your motivation isn't there. You need to have a why. You need to understand, obviously you have your why, you want to be in shape, but it is also the value equation, of course. So use visualization with the goal you are looking to hit in 12 weeks. Tell yourself why it's important to hit it early in the year. So 9th of November right now, 12 weeks from now, probably like mid-January, end of January. Why is it important to hit it end of January and not more end of winter going into summer, because if you hit it then, especially with a 12-week calorie surplus, muscle growth, then you can have 2-3 months where you're cutting down for summer and look the best you've ever looked at the start of summer. You will have challenges. If you're losing weight in this period, you'll feel hungry, you'll feel demotivated. It's what you do to keep momentum will be the biggest game changer between you and everyone else. You don't always have to go to the gym when you say you're going to go to the gym. The main thing is what you do on those days where other people would struggle or other people wouldn't do anything. What are you doing to keep momentum? So instead of going to the gym, are you walking to the shops instead of getting the bus? Are you doing push-ups in your room just because you don't have the time to go to the gym? Like, what are you doing on days off that will completely change your mentality? Reward yourself when you make progress. So, did you get a PR that you've been chasing for ages? Have you hit a weight goal? Have you just seen visual progress in the mirror? Have a group of people or a person to celebrate these wins with. Again, as an online coach now completely, I have no other personal trainers where I can speak to. I have no gym to work out with. I am just so on my own. So the most important thing is having another group of coaches where I can interact, I can share my wins, I can share what's going well for me, what's going badly, and how people can help me that are in the same spot as me. Just having that relatability will make a massive game changer, especially if your gym has that great community. So look to have time to wind down, and you can even order takeout food once a week to celebrate your progress and celebrate another week of smashing it in the gym. And this is something called positive reinforcement. It is a very famous psychological rewarding system. You can even order new gym clothes or also spend time with family. If you don't like to order takeout, just having that time to relax and having that special meal once a week will also allow you to enjoy the Christmas season that much more, because you realize that 1 or 2 meals, even 3 or 4 meals, will not remove or make you lose any gym progress. So it allows you to just enjoy Christmas a little bit more and also feel like you've earned it. So my final thoughts. I've been going for about 23 minutes. Each point had valuable takeaways on what you can do to not only stay motivated from the summer, but also start your winter season if today is the very first day you're going to look to be in the gym. By starting now, you already have built 10 times the discipline of the average new year, new me person. Be the person who does the extra and you will get the extra results. Send me a message about how you're going to be staying motivated in this winter season. Again, what you are doing in the gym right now and what you want to be doing in the new year. What you want to basically achieve in the next 12 weeks. So, for the truly dedicated and for the people who are truly sick and tired of constantly failing to get results, and you finally don't want to put off your fitness goals for multiple years in a row, starting this January, you can start early with my Black Friday offer. You heard that right. Remember about my goal and what I do at the start. DM me the word winter on Instagram and I can give you that special Black Friday offer early. Again, it is going to be happening on the 28th of November, which is going to be the Friday. Again, Black Friday makes sense. However, for the first 3 people who DM me winter on Instagram, you can actually get that offer early. And since you took the time out of your day to watch this whole video, I want to give you the reward and the chance to make a difference. So if you feel like you got value from this video and you feel like you can get value from me as a coach, again, DM me the word winter and we'll speak soon. But thank you for watching this whole video and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.